now let's meet tonight's starters first for Beaufort. Number 3, Essence Champion. Number 4, Layla Warren. Number 5, Darren Watkins. Number 14, Brittany Linton. And number 21, Lillian Sumner. And now let's meet tonight's starters for your Bluffton Lady Bobcats. A sophomore, number 1, Cece Gray. A junior, number 4, TT Aiken. A sophomore, number 11, Jalen Ferguson. A sophomore, number 21, Kaylee Washington. And a senior, number 13, Alea Bryant.
From the campus of Bluffton High School, it's the Den, and it is the WHHI Girls Game of the Week as part of the 2019 WHHI Basketball Series. Marcus Walsh with you here on WHHI Sports, getting you ready for the matchup between the Bluffton Bobcats and the Beaufort Eagles here on this glorious afternoon and evening. The tip is up. It will be corralled by the Bluffton Bobcats in white and light green as they will work the basketball around on their offensive side of the floor. From the top of the key goes number 1 for Bluffton. That is Cassandra Gray. Cassandra Gray is going to kick it out to the outside. Pass goes into Alea Bryant. We saw these two teams several times a year ago. Should be a fascinating ball game here tonight. Gray kicks it over. Jumper from the inside. That's not going to fall for number 13, Alea Bryant. She tries to get the rebound, puts it up. That's not going to go. Rebound goes to the Beaufort Eagles. We saw them just the other night in a game against the Hilton Head Seahawks. Beaufort still with that same starting 5 of Essence Champion, Darren Watkins, Layla Warren, Brittany Linton, and Lillian Sumner. There's a 3 from the right side. That's not going to go. Rebound from Lillian Sumner, and she is going to turn the basketball into an opportunity for Brittany Linton. That won't go, and it goes back the other way. All alone are the Bluffton Bobcats. There's a jumper that will go, and the Bluffton Bobcats score first in this one and have a 2-0 lead. I'll give you their starting 5 when they get back on the offensive end of the floor as number 4, Layla Warren, leans one in for 2 on the inside. The starting 5 for Bluffton, it is Cassandra Gray, Tatiana Aiken, Jalen Ferguson, Alea Bryan, and Kaylee Washington, as we've got a foul down on the near side of the floor, and it's going to be Beaufort basketball with 6 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Taking it across for Beaufort is Layla Warren. She stands near the top of the key, wheels it over towards the left side. She's got a lot of room. Beaufort taking it slow. She gives it up to Essence Champion, back to Warren, back to Champion. Warren and Champion 1-2. It's Warren taking a leaner and got it. Champion, nice pass inside to Warren. She got the leaner there. It's 4-2 in favor of the guests from Beaufort High School. Bluffton down by 2, and they're going to work the ball across the floor quickly. Nearly stolen away by Watkins, and then Linton comes in to get a steal. Long pass, and it will not be corralled by number 4, Layla Warren. It's going to go out of bounds with 5:51 remaining here in the opening quarter of play. So far this year, Bluffton comes in at 8-10. On the season. That pass is stolen away by Beaufort. They're going to try for another 2. It's Linton, got it to go, friendly roll, and it's a 6-2 lead for the visitors. Loose basketball momentarily corralled by the Bluffton Bobcats on a drive. That shot goes off the side of the backboard courtesy of Aiken, and it'll go out of bounds. Bluffton 8-10, 2-3 in the region, 5-4 at home, 3-6 on the road. Good thing that this is a home game for them. They are riding a one-game losing streak and have been outscored 655 to 700. As the basketball is near the top of the key, working it around are the Beaufort Eagles. They're going to work it. It's Watkins kicking it over. And there's a shot attempted inside. It won't go. Still 6-2 with 4:45 remaining in the opening quarter. On a drive go the Bobcats. Loose ball picked up by Beaufort. They're going to have a chance at a runaway here. It's number 3, Essence Champion. She's going to pick it back out. Cassandra Gray sticking to her like glue. Stolen away. Now going back the other way for Bluffton. A chance at a 2. It looked like there was a foul underneath. 4:28 remaining here in the opening quarter. And indeed, there was a whistle. And it looks like it is going to be Bluffton basketball. Bluffton will have it. And inbounding it is Tatiana Aiken. She's going to fire it. Long pass. And it's corralled by Elia Bryant. Bryant turns it right over as Brittany Linton was there playing center field. Now she's on the other end. Nice pass. Linton looked to get bumped as she tried to put it up with a right hand. And it looks like Brittany Linton's going to get to the free throw line. For Beaufort, they are 13-7 again. We saw them the other night against Hilton Head. 13-7 overall, 1-2 in the league, 5-4 at home, 8-3 on the road. They have scored 926 points, given up 756, riding a 3-game losing streak. This is Region 4. This is Region 7 of 4A. 7-2. And make it 8-2 as Linton gets that to go nothing but net. 8-2, 4:18 remaining. Bluffton looking to get on the board again as they only have the 2 to start this ball game. On a drive, go the Bobcats of Bluffton. That's not going to go down for Aiken. And some pushing and shoving down low. Very physical start to this one with 4:04 remaining. A big key is stopping Tatiana Aiken if the Beaufort Eagles want to try to get a win coming off that loss against the Hilton Head Lady Seahawks. As that pass goes out of bounds, we've got 4:04 remaining in the first quarter. 1 foul so far in this game. It goes to the home team of Bluffton. And none, obviously, for the visitors in the dark green and white. Here goes Beaufort across the floor. Lonnie Roberts, the head coach of the Bluffton Bobcats. There's a 3 from the outside. That's a little bit off the mark. And Sumner tried to get the rebound, but I think she tapped it out of bounds. The head coach for the Beaufort Eagles is Reggie Jones Jr. Reggie Jones Sr., I beg your pardon. So Reggie Jones Sr. and Lonnie Roberts, your 2 head coaches for this matchup. Brittany Linton looking for a pass. It actually goes to Sumner, and she gets it stolen away by number 1, Cassandra Gray. Gray working through a double team on the defensive side, now pushing it. She gets a shot to go, and it does not. Hits off the right side of the backboard, the rebound, and quick push for Beaufort. They can't get a shot to fall, as attempting it was number 5, Darian Watkins. Layla Warren also in on the play, pushing the basketball, and we've got a whistle down here at the far end of the floor. And a quick stoppage in the action as the inbound pass will come from number 4, Tatiana Aiken. She gives it off to number 1, Cassandra Gray. And Cassandra back to Aiken. Aiken trying to find a hole in that defense to either pass the ball or spread it around herself. She finds Aiken. Check that, Gray. Nearly tipped, but corralled by Anderson. And that went off the hands of Gray, and out of bounds it'll go with 3:04 remaining in the first quarter. Still an 8-2 ball game in favor of the Eagles over the Bobcats here at the Den on WHHI Sports. Here's a 3 from the outside. That's missing everything. The rebound was attempted from number 14, Brittany Linton, as Darian Watkins tried the quick three. 2:52 remaining in the first quarter. The inbound pass from the Bobcats are going to try to get some points. Loose ball, and it's corralled by Aiken. Her pass goes back into Gray. Gray fires it inside. That shot is going to end up short as some pushing and shoving. Bryan attempted the shot, didn't get it to go. Looked like she had some tangling going on, maybe with Sumner down low. 2:35 remaining here in the opening quarter. And to inbound for Beaufort, it'll be number 5, Darian Watkins. Watkins gives it off to Layla Warren. Warren back to Watkins. These two really like to work the basketball together. Pass goes to the outside, and now Beaufort really trying that perimeter game. We'll see if they can knock down the Georgia Southern three-point play here. Slowing it down is Watkins on the left side of the forecourt, or front court if you prefer, right next to the palmetto tree. Pass goes inside to Warren. She's going to try to put it up, goes off to the outside, and she's going to get up slowly as rebounding it, and a whistle is number 5 for the Bluffton Lady Bobcats. Number 5 is Brianna Anderson, a junior guard, and back to Beaufort goes the basketball. Watkins, nice pass inside, corralled by Champion. Watkins kicks it to the outside, now back to Champion. Essence Champion kicks it over to number 4, Layla Warren, and it looked like Layla took a few too many steps. It's going back the other way with 1 minute 44 seconds remaining in the opening quarter, still an 8-2 ball game. There you get a little action inside the den. These folks know how to cheer on their Bobcats. Loose ball picked up, maybe, indeed, by the Beaufort Eagles. Excuse me. Eagles with the basketball and an 8-2 lead. Standing near the top of the key is Layla Warren. She loses the basketball. Picked up by the Bobcats. They're going to go all the way and can't lay it in. Easy chance with numbers in transition, couldn't lay it in, and now we've got a couple of players on the floor. A whistle, as there's just some sloppy action with the ball as of late. Standing back up are both number 4, Tatiana Aiken, and number 4, Layla Warren, for Bluffton and Beaufort respectively. They're both okay. 1:13 to go in the opening quarter. 2 fouls so far for the visitors from Beaufort in the dark unis, and 1 foul for the home team Bobcats in the white. Bobcat basketball. They're looking to really get back into this thing from an offensive standpoint. Taking it near the top of the key. Long pass over to the outside, to the right side of the perimeter. Now working it near the top again is number 4, Tatiana Aiken. She kicks it over, trying on a drive. That shot will fall short. And a battle for the basketball. We've got a lot of scrum action going on. Tough physical play, trying to control that basketball inside as Brittany Linton was in on the play. And the Lady Bobcats will have the basketball with 46.5 seconds to go. And an 8-2 deficit. There's a jumper from the outside. That's not going to go, courtesy of Cassie Gray. And here's another jumper from the inside this time, right side of the free throw line, and that's not going to go, from Aiken. Beaufort doing a great job defensively, sticking to the Bobcats like glue and making it really difficult for them to get some shots off. Great defense by number 5, Darian Watkins, as she's turning that defense into offense. Gets a steal, passes it quickly ahead, now loose, and it's stolen. Back the other way we go. Bluffton's got it. 9 seconds left on a drive, and a bump inside as Tatiana Aiken was trying to put it up with a left-handed. Looked like she was ready for a left-handed layup. 7 seconds remain here in the opening quarter. The 3rd foul committed in this first half for the guests from Beaufort. Bluffton will have the basketball. 7 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Long inbound pass, maybe a try at three. It will be, and it won't go. Rebound Linton, and she's going to kick it over, and that'll end the end of the first quarter as the last person to touch it is Essence champion for the Beaufort girls. That's the end of one here on the WHHI Girls Game of the Week as part of the WHHI Basketball Series. Our score is 8-2 in favor of Beaufort over Bluffton. Second quarter coming up next.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
One part of the comfort we find in our homes is peace of mind.
That's right, Dad.
And knowing that things are being taken care of. And yet, most people wait until they have a breakdown to call a heating and air conditioning company. We have a different idea. With the Superior Heating and Air membership, you got us on your side to keep things from going wrong. The Superior membership includes all of your maintenance visits as well as any repairs you may need throughout the year. Our clients feel it even pays for itself. Call us anytime, as we never close.
We get ready to start the second quarter here on the WHHI Sports Game of the Week. Marcus Walsh with you as the Beaufort Eagles have the basketball and an 8-2 lead here at the Den at Bluffton High School. Beaufort with the basketball working perimeter game as it's Layla Warren. She's going to pass it to the left wing and now inside to Sumner, and Sumner got bumped by number 12, Chasmere Washington. I take that back. Number 12, Ayana Lee. So Anaya Lee got the foul, and Beaufort will retain possession. There's a three, way too long, and the rebound goes to the Bluffton Bobcats, who trail here in the opening moments of the second quarter, trying to get the basketball back for the Lady Bobcats was number 0 for Bluffton. That pass is erratic. It's going to go back to the Beaufort side of the floor, and this should be an easy two, and is. Number 4, Layla Warren, puts it up on the right side for 2. It's 10-2 with 7:15 remaining in the first half. And while we're at it, here's a 3 from the outside, just a little bit off the mark. Rebound and put back, won't go from the right side, courtesy of number 10 for Bluffton. That is Katie Rodney. And a stoppage in play with 7:04 remaining in the first half. And while we're at it, reminder that the Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet halftime report is coming up. I'll have my first half impressions. That's all coming up on the Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet halftime report, as we've got still 6:55 remaining in this second quarter. Here goes Beaufort. It's Warren kicking it to the outside, and she got that to go. It's 12-2. And back the other way we go as Bluffton's really going to have to try to slow things down. That pass went off the hands of number 1, Cassie Gray. It's going to go out of bounds, and that's another turnover. Some other keys for head coach Lonnie Roberts' team. Couple of keys and other notes, I should say. A couple of players out. Samaria Mitchell out with a knee injury as that shot goes off wide to the right. And also Aquira Williams with an ankle sprain is out. The ball is loose and picked up by Beaufort. Nice pass into number 4, Watkins. She didn't get it to go, and it's going back the other way. Here go the Bobcats. It's Gray, and she got bumped inside. 6:15 to go here in the second quarter. Or at least I thought she got bumped, maybe not. It's going back to Beaufort, it looks like. We're going to have a substitution. Watkins is heading out. And it is, actually it was Warren heading out. Watkins inbounds it, stolen away as Bluffton has a chance. Driving inside was Tatiana Aiken. And it looks like Tatiana Aiken's going to head to the free throw line. 12-2, 6:06 remaining in the quarter. So Mitchell and Williams out with injuries. First free throw didn't go down. Roberts said the effort on defense has to be there, have to go after 50-50 balls. 3 returners from last year, fairly young team. Aiken, Bryan, and Mitchell returning. Look out for Aiken and Bryan versus Warren and Watkins. And right now the 2 W girls, Warren and Watkins, are getting the better of them. And then key to the game, don't turn the ball over. That's a big key for Coach Roberts, and it's happened a lot here in this first half as Beaufort with the basketball. It's number 3 for Beaufort with it. It's Essence champion, and it looked like number 13 was in on the action, Alea Bryan, and she may have gotten a piece of Essence champion. 5 minutes, 57 seconds remain first half. 4 fouls for each team. 12-3 your score in favor of the Eagles. Eagles and Bobcats in the WHHI Basketball Series Girls Game of the Week. Marcus Walsh, Gustavo Ratia, and AJ Bashista with you here tonight. That erratic shot won't go for Bluffton. But they will go to the free throw line. And a chance at 2 points here at the free throw line with 5:40 to go in the quarter. First one is up, and it's off the back of the rim. We'll see about the second one here momentarily. That's too strong. Rebound picked up by Beaufort. And they're going to take it here on a drive was Brittany Linton. Her shot hit the side of the rim, bounced back onto the hardwood. Linton standing at the free throw line. Linton dribbles a couple of times. Puts it up. Got it. Nothing but nylon for Brittany Linton. She's going to dribble again a couple of times. 13-3, 5:35 remaining first half. And that won't go. Rebound goes back to the Bluffton Bobcats. Bobcats going to try to push. And a shot attempted there by number 13 for the Bobcats. That's Alea Bryan. She's the senior captain. Five minutes, 23 seconds remaining. And there's a foul as driving hard was Layla Warren, and she hit the deck. And Layla Warren will head to the free throw line. (13-3), 5:20 remaining in the first half. First one goes up, nothing but the nylon. Layla Warren knocks it down. We'll see if she can knock this next one down. And she doesn't. It's a little bit too strong. Linton with a rebound. Tries to put it up with the right hand, and she hits the deck. As number 4 for Bluffton was in on the play there. That's Tatiana Aiken. And Brittany Linton now heading to the free throw line. I've mentioned number 0 for Bluffton a couple of times so far in this broadcast, and I did not have her name. Last name Hayward. 14-3, and it's going to stay that way as the Lady Bobcats get a rebound. And they're looking to push and do something offensively. Trying to get off this 3 spot. 5 minutes, 4 seconds remain in the opening half. On a drive from the outside, taking a shot, no. Rebound by Manuel, Ariana Manuel, and it looked like Manuel got bumped. I beg your pardon. It was Jalen Ferguson who got bumped. Aliyah Bryan as well in on that last possession. And Bryan heading to the free throw line. She misses. Next one off the iron. And the rebound goes to Hayward. Hayward kicks it over to Aliyah Bryan. Bryan trying to scramble for the basketball on the floor at the free throw line, and she's going to be picked back up by Cassie Gray. 4 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the half. And had some action on the far end of the floor as Beaufort will have the basketball. They have a 14-3 game, 4:40 to go, 14-3 lead in the game. Leaner inside won't go, and we had a whistle, and it looks like Beaufort is heading back to the free throw line again. Beaufort indeed at the free throw line. It is number 15 for the Eagles. .435 remaining. Bluffton basketball. And the Bobcats looking for something. Long pass from Hayward. It's corralled by number 13, Aliyah Bryan. Bryan tries to drive inside. Down goes number 31, Sequoia Smalls. And Beaufort is going to get the basketball again. 10 turnovers for the Bluffton Bobcats, 6 for the Beaufort Eagles. On a drive, losing the basketball, but corralling it and then throwing it away is number 4, Layla Warren. Easy opportunity. Hayward tries to put it up. No. Will she get her own rebound? Yes. She tries to kick it out. And now the ball is loose. Can Hayward grab it back? Still loose. This might be a jump ball. Maybe possession arrow to Beaufort. Wow. Possession arrow Beaufort. They got it back, and they have a 14-3 lead. Here on a drive, nice pass to Linton. Loose ball near the baseline, and it's going to go out of bounds. So Bluffton has not had a whole lot of success containing the power of the Beaufort Eagles. To this point, Beaufort has done a great job containing number 4, Tatiana Aiken, who's been touching the ball a lot. Obviously, the shots just haven't gone down for the Eagles, for the Bobcats, rather, as they only have 3 points. Going inside, I believe was indeed number 13 for Bluffton. That is Bryan. She'll go to the free throw line, and the question that we'll get an answer here in the next few seconds. Will they get off the 3 points that they have here? Will they get to 4 and 5 or 4? First one clanks off the right. And the second one coming up. second one in and out. Rebound to number 14, Brittany Linton. Linton kicks it over to Essence Champion. Champion back the other way, nearly losing it out of bounds was Warren, but she corralled it collectively, and she puts one up and got it to go. Got a friendly roll for Layla Warren, the point guard, shooting guard. Sophomore, 5'6", loose ball, and Beaufort's gonna corral it nicely. Linton inside to Warren. Warren gonna try to put up another one, a whistle inside as number 3, Amber Massimo was in on the play there for the Bluffton Bobcats, and the Beaufort Eagles are going back to the free throw line. (16-3), 3:15 remaining in the opening half. It has been all Beaufort. 7 fouls for the Eagles, 10 for the Bobcats. The next one goes down, and it's a 2-touchdown lead for the Beaufort Eagles on the road against the Bobcats. Again, the numbers look like this. On the road, Beaufort is 8-3, and at home, Bluffton is 5-4. So both teams over 500. Something's going to have to give.
It will be broadcast at the following times. Thursday.
And right now, total domination is we've got a timeout with 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Total domination by the team in the dark green.
Contact WHHI if you would like a copy of tonight's game. Also available on youtube.com/WHHI-TV.
Reminder, our three-point plays tonight. As far as I know, we haven't seen any yet, but they're brought to you by Georgia Southern University. Got the Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet halftime report coming up. I'll have my first half thoughts on this one. And our replays, our instant replays, brought to you by Elite Physical Therapy. Choose the best when you're choosing your physical therapy. Elite Physical Therapy. 3:10 to play in the first half. And the Eagles have the basketball after a turnover, long pass, and it is corralled nicely by the Eagles. Linton puts it up and got it to go. Nothing but the strings for Brittany Linton. It's a 19-3 ball game. And here goes Hayward, jogging near the baseline, and I think she touched it. So Hayward, I stand corrected, she got fouled and will be at the free throw line. That one didn't go. Rebound, try to put back, no. It was attempted by, I believe, number 3, Amber Massimo. Boy, Beaufort getting to the other side of the floor, their offensive end, very quickly, as they're looking for something here on this possession. Shot's gonna go up, it's gonna go off the mark. And another shot off the mark, and the rebound to the home team. The Bobcats trying to do something offensively here, down 19-3 with 2:18 remaining here in the opening half of the WHHI Basketball Series Girls Game of the Week. 2019 season. This is our last matchup of the year between these two. That leaner will go for the Eagles, as it's number 4 for Beaufort, Layla Warren, doing what she does, working really hard on the offensive end. Here's Bryan trying to get it to go. She got pushed, and collecting the rebound were the Bluffton Bobcats, but Bryan heading to the free throw line and trying to find something. 1 minute, 51 seconds remain in the second quarter. Got it! Alea Bryan connects from the free throw line, and it's 21-4. It has been a long time since the Bobcats have seen points. Second one goes off the mark. And the rebound to the Beaufort Eagles. It is Watkins kicking it over near the top of the key, just on the outside of the black lettering. Black inscription, if you will. Trying to reset the offense is Watkins. She kicks it over to Champion. Champion being guarded by Gray. Gray was giving her a little bit of space. Pass goes inside. That shot way too high from number 31, Sequoia Smalls. And a rare turnover as it'll go the other way. And Bluffton with the basketball stolen away by Essence Champion, but she was too close to the baseline that she couldn't do anything with it. She hit the baseline and hit the basketball out of bounds, so it's going back to the home team. The Bobcats with it. Pass goes into Massimo, and now back to number 13, Alea Bryan, and we've got a whistle with 1 minute and 14 seconds remaining in the first half. 21-4, Beaufort with the lead. And Bluffton will go to the free throw line as it's number 13, Alea Bryan. She's the captain, small forward, senior. Missed the first one. You take a look in the background near the hoop on this side. You see Cody Slaughter, the AD of the Bluffton High. Had a chance to talk with him briefly before the ball game here tonight. Beaufort with the basketball. It's Smalls working near midcourt, just on the front court, standing on the Bluffton insignia. She's going to drive. She's going to stop. She's going to pop. It won't drop. It hits the back of the iron. 49.9 seconds remaining, and we've got a whistle. It's 21-5, and it seems as if Bluffton's best chances to get points right now are coming from the free throw line. They're back there as it's Alea Bryan. Dribbles 3 times, sets and delivers, and it's too strong to the left. Here's another one. That goes nothing but nylon for Alea Bryan. Brittany Linton will inbound. Fires it over to Watkins. Watkins standing near the midcourt, just to the left of dead straight top of the key. Kicks it over to Smalls, who's on the right side, and what a job being guarded by Massimo. Smalls kicks it back over to number 5, Dariana Watkins. Darian Watkins, I beg your pardon. Watkins back to Smalls. And Lonnie Roberts is trying to instruct his defense. Smalls kicks it over. There's a sideways jumper. That's not going to go. Bluffton is going to get the rebound. And they're getting some rebounds. They're getting to the free throw line, which is a better sign. But they have not been able to stop Beaufort on either end so far in this one. And thus, the large 21-6 deficit. Inbounding it for Beaufort is Darian Watkins. There's a jumper from the outside. Got it. It was Watkins. And that's the end of the first half. That's a Georgia Southern three-point play to make it 24-5. Coming up next, I'll have the Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet halftime report. After these messages, you're watching the girls basketball game of the week as part of the WHHI High School Basketball Series. The Mike Rickenboss Chevrolet halftime report right after this.
Hilton Head PSD offers convenient and secure online billing. Just have your PSD bill handy and click on the online bill payment button at WHHPSD.com. You'll be guided through the steps to establish your online billing account. Their payment options allow you to set up recurring credit card payments, you can view your consumption history, and more. Remember to have your PSD bill handy when you visit HHPSD.com to get started. Hilton Head PSD, we're always working for you.
Beam Graphics Printing Company. We specialize in custom printing, screen printing, embroidery, engraving, trophies, team uniforms, business uniforms, signs and banners, and much more. We are conveniently located in the heart of Bluffton at 12 Johnston Way across from the post office. For all your printing needs, call the locals at Beam Graphics, 843-837-9663. You can also check us out online at beamgraphics.com and like us on Facebook for specials and design ideas. Welcome into the Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet Halftime Report. Marcus Walsh back here at the Den at Bluffton High School, where our score right now is 24-5. So far, it has been all Beaufort on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. They're really doing a great job, and a big key that Reggie Jones Sr. told me before the game in trying to guard Tatiana Aiken. They're doing a great job with that. Bluffton is doing a nice job of getting some rebounds on the offensive and defensive sides of the floor. They're starting to get to the free throw line, which is a good sign, but too much Watkins, too much Champion, too much Warren. It has just been all Beaufort on the offensive and defensive sides of the floor, really working it inside, trying to kick it out. The outside shots have not been a factor so far. A lot of play inside and out on the offensive and defensive sides of the floor need to improve for Lonnie Roberts' team in order for them to have a chance in this second half. Right now, Beaufort with a big lead, they're just going to have to keep on playing their style of game. We saw it. They played really well at times against Hilton Head recently. We'll see what they do in the second half. Bluffton's got a lot to work on in the second half. We'll see what they do, what they come out with as we get ready for the second half. Here on the Girls Game of the Week, the WHHI Basketball Series in 2019. I'm Marcus Walsh, and I'll be back with you for the second half. Coming up next.
Jeff Altoff here with Lowcountry Insurance. Let me ask you a couple questions. Do you trust your current insurance agent? Do you even know who your insurance agent is? We are a trusted choice independent insurance agency. We make insurance human. Our expert agents walk you through hand-picked options with language you can understand. We are local and here to help you. Give us a shout, Lowcountry Insurance.
As we get ready to start the second half here at the Den, Marcus Walsh back with you. 24-6 is our score, with Beaufort over top of Bluffton here at the Den, home of the Bluffton Bobcats. Our officials for today's game: Kyle Boskowski, Abraham Simon, and Eric McClary. I want to make reference as we are underway in the second half. Bluffton has the basketball. They're working at perimeter game. I want to make reference when I get a chance again to the numbers for both teams. I think I need to correct myself on a couple of things, as we've got a whistle. Looked like the ball went out of bounds to the outside. And Bluffton has it. They're working it on the outside of the floor. It is number 4, Tatiana Aiken. She's going to want to drive, get some points to go. And this time, number 21 for Bluffton, Kaylee Washington, on a drive. She did not get that to fall, but she's going to the free throw line for a chance at 2 points. Beaufort is 14-8 on the year, 2-3 in region play, 6-4 at home, 8-4 on the road. They've given up 828 points and scored 1,009. And the numbers for Bluffton that I mentioned are correct. Wanted to make sure that I got you the correct Beaufort numbers. That won't go. The rebound, Bluffton's going to battle for it, and they got it back. Pass to the inside, and that won't go, but we've got a whistle at 7:22 remaining, and at the free throw line for Bluffton is Tatiana Aiken. Aiken is the captain, and I had mentioned at halftime, one of the keys that Bluffton really did a better job of in that second quarter was getting rebounds and getting to the free throw line. Unfortunately, the free throws didn't go the majority of the time, as that one does go for Aiken, but they need to do a better job of tightening up on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. They're giving Beaufort way too much space on both sides. You got to contain Watkins and Champion and Warren, So there's a lot to improve on if you're Bluffton here in the second half. If you are Beaufort, they really played well. Got to limit the turnovers, though, as that shot won't go. Get some more opportunities to fall. On the other side is a Bluffton Bobcats getting up slowly. And on the other end, a drive and a shot won't go for number 4, Tatiana Aiken. But it looks like she's going to be heading back to the free throw line as we've got a whistle. 2 fouls already in the first 59 seconds of this third quarter, both going to the guests from Beaufort. Bluffton looking to box out, get a rebound. On a drive was number 11 for Bluffton in on the play. And that is Jalen Ferguson. The basketball is going to be going the other way from right to left on your television screen. Working with some of the action on the floor here is yours truly. Pass goes inside and a shot will go for number 21, Lillian Sumner, I do believe, on the Beaufort side. As Bluffton's got the basketball now, 26-7, 6:27 to go in the third. Here's a jumper from the outside for Bluffton. That's not going to go. Coming down with the rebound is Linton. She's going to kick it over. And there's a jumper from the outside. That's not going to go off. That's going to go off to the right side and turned over as a pass was corralled by Bluffton, courtesy of Essence Champion. Basketball going back and forth. We've had a lot of turnovers here in the outset of the third quarter. That shot won't fall. For Leah Bryant, coming down with the rebound is Brittany Linton. Linton is going to give it off, and that's not going to fall. And we've got a whistle at 5:50 to go, 26-7. Third quarter, 2 fouls so far in the quarter for the guests from Beaufort. Beaufort in the forest, hunter, green, whatever you want to call it. They've got the white numerals. Bluffton in the white and Kelly green, as it's referred to. A little bit of black trimming as well on the Bluffton uniform. At the free throw line is Sumner. 5:50 to play. First one clanks off the right side of the iron. That rim is not deficient. Marcus Walsh, Gustavo Ratia, and AJ Bashista with you here in the final installment of the Girls Game of the Week in the 2019 WHHI Basketball Series. Certainly want to thank Jeremy Pope for his work on this season as that pass goes out of bounds, and it's going back the other way to Bluffton. There's a jumper, got it! That's a nice jumper from Tatiana Aiken. And now Bluffton with the basketball. Beaufort with the basketball, rather. Here on a drive is number 4, Layla Warren. That won't go. Loose ball looks to be corralled by Beaufort. (26-9), 5:17 remaining. 2 fouls for the guests from Beaufort, 1 for the home team from Bluffton. 26-9. Going to try a 3 from the outside. That's not going to go. Rebound for Brittany Linton. And it's going to go out of bounds. Looked like it was touched by number 21, Kaylee Washington. 5 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The fouls are down, and it looks like Bluffton's starting to get a little bit of a rhythm on the offensive end and on the defensive end as well. They have only given up just a couple of points. It was 24-6 at half. It's 26-9 now. They're on a 3-2 run. That shot deflected, going back the other way. And it's going to be brought back Down the floor quickly, layup on the left side, up and down. Nothing but the strings. And Bluffton is on a little bit of a run here. It's 26-11 with still 4:32 remaining in the third quarter. Here at the top for Beaufort, it's Layla Warren. Warren kicks it over to number 3, Essence Champion. Champion on a drive, being double teamed. She's gonna have to do something with it and quick. Her pass goes long, and it's corralled by number 5, Darian Watkins. That shot ends up well short. Will Bluffton get the rebound? Yes, they will. They have a chance to really go on a run here. Loose ball, turned over. It is Warren. Pass goes ahead to Watkins. Watkins gonna put it up and got it. And it's 28-11. 3:51 remaining in the third. 28-11, so Bluffton is on a 5-4 run here in this third quarter, leading at 5-4 as they trailed 24-6 at the half. Ball goes out of bounds with 3:42 remaining. The fouls are down, just 2 for Bluffton, 2 for Beaufort, 1 for Bluffton. And the inbound comes from number 3, Essence Champion. Champion is going to kick it over to number 4, Layla Warren. Warren on a drive. She's wheeling to the left side. She's going to try to put it up. There were a couple of Bluffton defenders there, and looks like Warren got fouled. Warren will go to the free throw line. Let's see what she does with this first one. Got it. Nothing but the strings for Layla Warren. 28-11. 3 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in the quarter. Quarter number 3 of this one. And the basketball will go out of bounds with 3:24 to go. 29-11. And we'll see what happens on this next possession as Beaufort's got the basketball. Now Bluffton's got it. And it's Hayward kicking it around to the left side. Her pass goes to number 5, Brianna Anderson. There's a jumper. Hits nothing but air from Anderson, and it goes out of bounds.
Ready to have a good night tonight? All right.
It's going to be Beaufort basketball with a big lead here in the third. On the road,
Appreciate it, man. Like I said, if you guys win tonight, we'll pick out an MVP.
Beaufort has done quite well. 8-4 on the road. And Bluffton 5-4 at home. So far, it is looking like it's going to go in the way of the Eagles, but there's still time left in this one. 2:40 to play. Pass goes inside to Linton. Kicks it over to number 4, Layla Warren. Warren got that to go, and it's a 22-point lead at 33-11. Bluffton with the basketball. I would think that maybe they want to try to attempt some three-pointers here. Here's one from the left side, a little bit off the rim, and the rebound goes to Beaufort. They're going to work it down the floor quickly. It is Champion, and she's going to give it up and inside to Warren, who got it to go, I do believe. Layla Warren on fire tonight. Warren, Champion, Watkins, they're all playing well. And Linton also. 1 minute, 59 seconds to go to reset. 2 fouls for each team in this third quarter. 35-11 your score. It is a timeout.
Be a part of something great. Join the First Federal Bank family. A history of strength and a vision for the future. First Federal Bank is focused on vibrant communities, successful schools, growing businesses, and financial stability. We're honored and grateful to be voted again by the community as the 2018 Beaufort Gazette Reader's Choice Award for Best Bank, and we look forward to continuing to be Beaufort and Port Royal's full-service community bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
1 minute, 59 seconds to play. Quarter number 3 here at the Den, home of Bluffton High School. Marcus Walsh, Gustavo Ratia, AJ Bashista, with you, and we again want to thank Jeremy Pope and the rest of the great sales staff, General Manager Wayne Morris, Communications Manager Latia Nelson, all the great staff at WHHI for their efforts this basketball season and all year long, making programming for all you fine viewers of WHHI-TV. Shot went off the mark up at the top. It's going to be corralled down low, and a whistle with 92 seconds remaining. Down to 1:22 remaining in the third quarter. Pass goes to the outside, and Bluffton trying to find something. Dishing it inside. That shot's going to go off the mark from number 12, Anaya Lee, the rebound. Actually, it's Washington getting it back to go. So Kaylee Washington gets the bucket. It is now 35-13, and getting back up off the floor was number 45 for the Beaufort Eagles. That's Talia Morgan or Kamara Brown. They're both listed as number 45. 1:01 remaining third quarter. 35-13 is our score here at the Den. Marcus Walsh with you, guiding you along here tonight on WHHI Sports. Beaufort with the basketball. Number 4, Layla Warren with it, standing near midcourt. She's going to try to drive. She's going to work out in the perimeter section of the floor in the front court. She's going to put up a jumper from the free throw line, hit the deck, and a foul called on the defender on Warren. And I believe that was Aiken who was defending Warren. And Beaufort going back to the free throw stripe. Again, a reminder that our Georgia Southern three-point play every game brought to you by Georgia Southern. In-state tuition for those in Savannah and Hinesville at georgiasouthern.edu. The halftime report brought to you by Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet, and our instant replays as that free throw goes to make it 36-13. Our instant replays brought to you by Elite Physical Therapy. Be an advocate for your health care and your physical therapy. Choose Elite Physical Therapy. As with the basketball is Bluffton. Brianna Anderson going to get it back. She's going to try a three. Blocked! Get that out of here, said Brittany Linton. Holy smokes! Brittany Linton with a huge block. But it's corralled at the other end by Bluffton, and now stolen away from Bluffton by Layla Warren. Warren trying to work three-pointer. That was turned into a pass to Brittany Linton, and that ends the third quarter. 36-13 our score after 3 at the Den. The fourth quarter next on WHHI Sports. Come on back.
Elite Physical Therapy has enjoyed being your physical therapy provider for the past 10 years. They focus their attention individually with each and every patient, providing a hands-on approach to accelerate your recovery so you can get back to the active lifestyle to which you're accustomed. At Elite Physical Therapy, you'll be treated by the same licensed physical therapist every session to work towards goals you set together. Take control of your health care and choose the best in physical therapy.
We head to the fourth quarter here at the Den. Marcus Walsh, Gustavo Ratia, AJ Bashista with you here in Bluffton at the Den, home of the Bluffton Bobcats, as the Eagles are going to strike again. They ended up having a 12-6 run there in that quarter, the third quarter, after it started off being controlled by Bluffton. It is now 38-13 as Bluffton gets fouled down low. It's number 13 for Bluffton, Aliyah Bryan. getting fouled. And now with the basketball are the Bobcats. Long pass to the outside. There's a three from the left wing. That's not going to go. And the rebound goes back to the Beaufort Eagles. And Bluffton got it. And we've got another whistle with 7 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the ball game. 38-13. 4 fouls for Bluffton. And now 4 for the guests from Beaufort here in the second half. And at the free throw line is Bryan, and she misses the first. Second one will go up, and it's good. 38-14. 7 minutes, 18 seconds left in the ball game. Beaufort with the basketball, working from the right side, and it is number 4, Layla Warren. There was a little bit of contact there, I do believe. And Warren will look to maybe receive the inbound pass. She won't, but it will be turned over as Bluffton's got it across the floor. It's Hayward working deep in her offensive territory across midcourt. Pass goes into Gray. Gray back to Hayward. Hayward swings it over to the left side. There's a three. It's off to the left, and the rebound to Beaufort. That pass intercepted by Hayward. Hayward's going to try to lean it in, and Sumner says no, but a second chance opportunity went up for the Bluffton Bobcats, and Bluffton didn't get that second opportunity to fall, but they will get to the free throw line. As the Bobcats have done a lot of their damage here tonight from the free throw line. That one goes. 6 minutes, 42 seconds remain in the quarter. Now 5 fouls for Beaufort. This next one, a little bit too strong. Rebound goes to Beaufort, and at the line for Bluffton there was number 11, Jalen Ferguson. Corralling the basketball is number 3, Essence Champion for the Beaufort Eagles. And we've got a whistle, and it looks like a timeout. Indeed it is, with 6 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in regulation here at the Girls Game of the Week on WHHI Sports. Coming back from the timeout, 38-15 in favor of Beaufort. Beaufort with the basketball. The inbound pass goes to Lillian Sumner. Sumner kicks it over, and now they're going inside, and it's Brittany Linton getting it to fall. Rattled around those strings and popped out. 40-15 with 6 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the ball game. Hayward kicks it over to the left wing. There's a leaner from inside. It hits the strings, but not in as Hayward tries to get the rebound. Put back, no. An opportunity inside, and it's going to go out of bounds. We have a whistle deep inside the paint. 6 minutes, 4 seconds left. Again, 5 fouls so far for Beaufort here in the second half. 4 for Bluffton. They've done a much better job with that here in the second half, but the deficit just too much to overcome. Done a nice job getting some rebounds and at the free throw line, but the other shots really are not falling, and they're struggling on the other side, trying to control the Beaufort offense. Here's a three, too strong off of Hayward's hands, and it's going back to the Bobcats on an offensive rebound. There's another three, top of the key, again too strong, and this time it is number 4, Layla Warren, grabbing it, and we've got some extra steps, I do believe, on the side of Layla Warren. It's going to be Bluffton basketball, and inbounding it for Bluffton will be Tatiana Aiken. Her pass goes into Hayward. Hayward standing at the top, kicks it over. Aiken really has been stopped really well from Reggie Jones Sr.'s team. Here's Hayward, top of the key, kicks it over to the outside to Bryan. Bryan's going to take a shot, and Alea Bryan connects for three. That's a Georgia Southern three-point play, and it's 40-18 with 5 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the ball game. Bluffton with the Beaufort with the basketball, and they're working on the outside. It is Layla Warren trying to get back to the top of the key, wheel it over to the right side, now back near the top. Kicks it over to Essence Champion. Champion being guarded firmly by the Bluffton Bobcats Hayward, and a whistle down low, down near the three-point line, maybe just inside that three-point line. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the quarter and in the ball game of the final installment of the 2019 Girls Game of the Week as part of the Bluffton, as part of the WHHI basketball series for 2019. Pass goes long, and it's corralled by Bluffton. That's going to go off the side of the backboard, and the rebound to the Beaufort Eagles. Here is Watkins trying to put one up from the left side, won't go. Linton trying to get the rebound, she won't. It's corralled by Cassie Gray. Cassandra Gray all alone. She's going to float one up, got it to go. Nothing but the strings and rattled down smooth. All the superlatives you can use. That was that shot. That was well done by Cassandra Gray. And it's 40-20 with just under 4 minutes to go. That shot misses from the outside. Beaufort going to try to corral the rebound as it's Brittany Linton with the basketball as she's clenched over, whichever one you want to use. And it's going back the other way to the Lady Bobcats. Again, our officials, Kyle Boskowski, Abraham Simon, and Eric McClary. 40-20 with 3:48 remaining. Bluffton with the basketball. Hayward at the top of the key. Going to wheel it over to the right wing. They're going to try a three. It is Aiken getting it back from Hayward. Hayward and Aiken working top of the key to the right. Now wheeling it over to the left. Loose ball. And we've got some scrambling going on down on the floor as Lillian Sumner gets up, as does her counterpart, number 1, Cassandra Gray. Three minutes, 21 seconds remaining in the ball game. And the basketball was turned over on an attempt of the inbound, I do believe. The inbound, and that shot won't go. It hits off to the left. Those really tight leaners are sometimes difficult to hit. Here is Warren standing near the top of the key, just to the right of the top of the key. Guarding her is Hayward, I do believe. It is Hayward. Warren trying to drive. She's going to stand at the free throw line. We've got a whistle. I don't think that was 3 seconds in the paint. One of our officials is signaling that there will be an inbound for Beaufort with 2 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in regulation. Long pass to the outside, Beaufort basketball. Warren. Nearly stolen away. There's a scramble for it. Hayward comes up with it. She stole it. Came back with it. Leaner on the right side. Got it to go. Beautifully done by number 21, Kaylee Washington. And Kaylee Washington's got one more coming from the free throw line. Washington was there in the right place at the right time, working inside. Had a little bit of pressure on her inside the paint. She got it up, got it to go. Nothing but the strings. Washington will have a free throw, a chance at a 1-and-1 when we get back from a timeout. It is 40-22 with 2 minutes and 44 seconds to go in the fourth on WHHI Sports.
At Georgia Southern University, we're setting the standard for higher education in Southeast Georgia on 3 exciting campuses in Savannah, Statesboro, and Hinesville. We're offering more opportunities for hands-on learning, more ways to help our students find a career, and more economic impact on our region. At Georgia Southern University, discover more, connect more, be more. Florida and South Carolina residents get in-state tuition at our Armstrong and Liberty campuses.
We welcome you back to the WHHI Girls Game of the Week as part of the 2019 High School Basketball Series on WHHI Sports TV. Want to send a shout out to Chuck Zapek. Hope Chuck's doing well. He called games with the likes of Bob Stevens as there's a foul down low with 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Chuck called football games with the likes of Bob Stevens, yours truly, and Chris Tremblay for years. And we certainly talk about Chuck a lot here at WHHI-TV. Chuck, hope you and your family are doing well and you had a good holiday season. We miss seeing you. At the free throw line is number 13 for Beaufort. And I take that back. It's number 13 for Bluffton, Alea Bryan. 40-24, 2:33 remaining. Sumner had the basketball. And it looks like it's going to be a foul inside. And indeed, Hayward will go to the free throw line for the Bluffton Bobcats. We saw Cody Slaughter moments ago, and there he is on the near the baseline. That one goes 40-25 with 2:33 remaining. The next one fired up, and it's good. And it's 40-26 with 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining here in quarter number 4. 9 turnovers in the second half for Beaufort, 6 for Bluffton. Playing much better are the Bluffton Bobcats here in the second half.
Elite Physical Therapy has enjoyed being your physical therapy provider for the past 10 years. They focus their attention individually with each and every patient, providing a hands-on approach to accelerate your recovery so you can get back to the active lifestyle to which you're accustomed. At Elite Physical Therapy, you'll be treated by the same licensed physical therapist every session to work towards goals you set together. Take control of your health care and choose the best in physical therapy.
We certainly want to thank the folks at Georgia Southern, Mike Rickenbaugh Chevrolet, and Elite Physical Therapy for helping us out all season long here on the WHHI Sports Game of the Week in the 2019 WHHI Basketball Series. As on a drive and inside, putting that up and getting it to go are the Beaufort Eagles. It's Alexis Russell, number 23, getting that shot to fall. It's 42-26. There's a 3 from the left wing, too strong. And the rebound goes to number 5, Darian Watkins. Watkins kicks it over to number 4, Layla Warren. Warren standing near the top of the key. She's going to drive and working hard as we have a whistle, and it looks like an offensive foul as number 0, Hayward, was working on Warren, and the inbound will come from Tatiana Aiken, and she's going to wheel it over to Hayward. Hayward standing near the center of the court. Three-pointer from the left wing. Got it! Nothing but the strings for Aaliyah Bryan. And that's a Georgia Southern three-point play. Look out now. It is 42-29. Bluffton is certainly not giving up in this thing. We've got 95 seconds to go and a 13-point game. Bluffton really playing well and playing hard here in this second half, making it interesting. And Bluffton with the basketball, down by 13, 1 minute and 30 seconds remain in regulation. We'll see what happens the next 90 seconds. Long pass near me. As it's Bryan on a drive, didn't get the shot to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, any parents of seniors being recognized tonight, please meet at the gym lobby.
And it's going back the other way to Beaufort. Long pass corralled by number 5, Darian Watkins. Watkins is still with it, being guarded very close up by Cassandra Gray. Watkins gonna peel it back out, now try to drive left side. Gray playing tough on her, stolen away. Here on a drive, layup right side, no! Going back the other way, Beaufort is gonna get possession. Bluffton had a great chance to cut this thing down to just 11, didn't get it to go. Both shots missed on either end. Now Bluffton's got a chance again, and no, wheeled around the rim and rattled back out. Now Beaufort with the basketball again, and there is a foul committed by number 0. That for Bluffton is Hayward. 43.2 seconds remain. And Beaufort going to the free throw line. And it looks like it's Alea Bryan. I beg your pardon, it's Layla Warren. Heard an announcement moments ago, that's why I had Alea Bryan's name in my head. That shot does not go from the free throw line. Linton didn't get her chance to go. The rebound snagged down by number 4, Tatiana Aiken. And Aiken is gonna drive, put one up, and it won't roll down. She gets the rebound. Down to 28.5 seconds left. There was a whistle down low as it looked like she got bumped. Indeed she did. She's at the free throw line for 2. 28.5 seconds to go in the game. 42-29. Here on WHHI Sports, the final installment of the Girls Game of the Week as part of the 2019 WHHI Basketball Series. That one goes, and it's 42-30. We're going to have a substitution, as coming back in for Bluffton is Marina Rodriguez. Checking out is Kaylee Washington, number 21. 28.5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. 42-30. Couple of substitutions making their way as Lyric Smalls will come in. Heading to the bench is Alexis Russell, number 23. Here's the second free throw, and I don't believe it went. 25.9 seconds to play. Beaufort will inbound. Pass goes to number 45 for Beaufort. That is Talea Morgan. 22.6 seconds remaining. Beaufort again will inbound. Long pass. And it is corralled nicely by the Eagles. They've got a chance at some points here. And the Beaufort Eagles have Ariana Manuel inside the paint. And it looked like Ariana Manuel got some pressure to her and a turnover. So it's going back to Bluffton. 16.6 seconds left. Maybe a three from the outside? No. There's a jumper from the left side. That won't go, and the rebound to Beaufort. And number 4, Layla Warren had it for Beaufort. Playing tough defense was Hayward. For the Bobcats, here's Hayward off the inbound pass. Kicks it over to the inbounder. And And that'll do it. That's your ball game. The final score is 42-30 for Gustavo Ratia, Jeremy Pope, AJ Batista, and the rest of our WHHI crew. I'm Marcus Walsh. So long, everybody.